And we're back. It's been a hot minute since we've done any videos.
Perfectly timed to have Nat come back on the scene in the Roaming Income Girls videos. So instead of being boringly watching me, type away behind the screen, I thought we'd better come in and do a little quick update from Mazatlan in Mexico, which is where we currently are for at least another 6 weeks or so, depending on when you're watching this video. But yes, so what's been going on? Well, we haven't uploaded a video for the last month because we've been super focused on our bot buddies, and we've been helping them out with going through the plan and dealing with some pretty major black swan events in the crypto market. We've got our own attitude and kind of way of looking at things. In fact, this one here is like jumping out of a skin about what's happening in the market at the moment.
I'm so glad that it's diving. Keep going down. This is the most amazing opportunity right now to be buying and stockpiling your coins, particularly Bitcoin and ETH, and then some of the altcoins we've bought like massive amounts of. I am super excited.
Well, actually, I do want to ask you then, because I was talking the other day on one of our calls about be careful with the language that you choose, because the language, if you say my portfolio has lost XYZ or 50% or whatever it may be, or you just say my portfolio is currently down about 60%. It's like there's a big difference between saying lost or just it's currently down, and that's sort of I think why you're so excited about this.
Yeah, this is just a 4-year low. We were due to have this anyway, regardless. And then the macro factors have come in of all the inflation rates and what's happening in the stock market and the food shortages, and there's a whole bunch of things going on in the world right now. So, but if you actually look in the 4-year cycle, we're due to hit the low in December, so we're just a little bit more advanced, and it's happened earlier, but we still 100% believe we are totally all in on crypto, and I think that's where the rubber hits the road right now when it gets down to the lowest of lows. It's like, do you believe in crypto? Like, that's the ultimate question, and if you do, right now is such an amazing opportunity to ride the market back up, and we're super excited. And we've got some really different visions now about 2024 and what's going to be happening there with Bitcoin. So stand by.
It's really interesting. The word of the week is perseverance. And I think this is sort of like one of those times. So it doesn't matter if you've only got like $1,000 in crypto land or if you've got, $10,000 or $100,000 in crypto land. Your portfolio, your coin value, whatever it is that you've got, would be down. But this is where dollar cost averaging comes into play, and it's like going bargain shopping. So you can go bargain shopping, get these prices really low. It doesn't matter whatever it is that you paid for in the past. This is an opportunity to average it out by everything being so low. So like Nat said, 2024 is a key date. It'll be probably Q2, so those in the know, that's somewhere between April and June, that there'll be the big event of the Bitcoin halving. We're not going to talk too much about that now, because otherwise it's like this whole other rabbit hole that you go down. But we're working on actually having some educational stuff come out to talk about what the actual strategy is that we're going to be following right through these next 22 months or so. We'll might even put a date on it and call it like 4/4/24 and give ourselves a goalpost to aim for. But we'll be sharing that with you, and this is really just such an opportune time to be stockpiling your crypto. And something I did actually hear the other day, which was interesting, is that anybody who owns roughly around $8,500 worth of Bitcoin is literally going to be in the top 1 to 2% of crypto millionaires in the next 5 to 10 years. So even if $8,500 seems like a stretch at the moment, perfect time to start dollar cost averaging, which means
you're going to be stockpiling Bitcoin.
Buy a little bit, as much as you can. So it's like if it's $50 here, $50 there, $50 a day, $100 a week, like whatever it is, just keep buying little bits, and then that means that it's like a little savings account. So maybe that first goal might be see if you can get to $8,500 worth of Bitcoin.
Oh, it's down. We've got an amazing opportunity, maybe for the next 6 months. We don't know yet, but it's certainly looking likely till the end of the year. So between now and then, like, wow, fantastic.
So let's address the couple of black swan events that did happen in the last month or so and how we dealt with them. So the first one, of course, was the annihilation of the lunar coin and the so-called stablecoin of UST. In our case, the one that hit the most, outside of a few other things we're in, but we were running a bot following the settings of the plan, and a $3,500 bot suddenly was worth like $300. So we've still got that $300 in that one account, that KuCoin account, and we've been able to make some good little wiggle on that. The wiggle is the profits. And what we've really become aware of is that when the Black Swan event of Luna happened, and then just more recently in this last week, the absolute crash of Bitcoin and Ethereum, is there's such great opportunities to earn money. And it's only the people in the plan or those that are doing any kind of like bot trading are able to like tune in and take advantage of that.
Yeah, right now I feel like we're in such an amazing position that maybe other people are not in. You know, if you've just hodled, or other people that have just hodled, then all you're doing is watching your value go down right now. You literally can't do anything else. You can't sell. You just got to hang on and wait till it comes back up. We've actually been trading the entire time. In fact, we've been putting on as many bots as we possibly can because the wiggle is massive right now. There is so much uncertainty going on in the market, and it's creating like massive amounts of volatility, and that's exactly what the bots thrive on. So every time, you know, a coin moves up and down, then we're getting a profit. So the profits that we're getting daily right now is probably about 3 times what we would normally get.
Absolutely.
So
and
it's killing it.
We also have a new bot that's been delivered by Dan Hollings as an opportunity, you know, to sort of turn losers into winners if you had some bots that you maybe left alone. But yeah, there's just it's incredible, and of course we're in such a lucky position of being able to be connected through Dan Hollings' publishing company, Rapid Crush. So if there's another opportunity to get into the plan shortly, we will let you know, and we'll talk about the reasons why, and we'll go into more detail as to just how much money we're making. And like I say, Nat sort of said there 3 times the amount. In some cases, it's even been more than that. It's just incredible. Like, you know, we have a bit of a benchmark on what we look for to have a certain amount of money work for us and what to earn. And even just one bot that I quickly had a look at before, $162 overnight, just one bot. And it wasn't it wasn't even a $3,000 bot. It's only about $1,500 with these new settings that Dan has actually provided for us. So,
I think the crazy stuff is like, you know, Celsius, we've just, you know, heard the news that you can't withdraw now, and so everybody's like, oh no, what are we going to do about Celsius? And it's like, we put a Celsius bot on so that we, like a sell bot, so that we actually could benefit from the volatility right now of the news. And I think that's the key thing, is the news is actually creating so much volatility and so much, you know, fear and doubt and uncertainty right now. And it's awesome. Like, if you can jump on those things, and that's the benefit of having bot buddies, is because we're sharing it again with each other as well. It's like, have you tried this one? This one's awesome right now. Like, so yeah, it's been really cool.
It has. So that's where our focus has been. So stay tuned for some more videos coming out. We will try to get a little bit more regular. I guess the other blip in the system was that we left the mountains of Mexico, came down here to Mazatlan. We're dealing with some power surges, so we had to go and get some surge protection for our new computers because the other ones were on their last legs. Nat's actual last computer, she had since, I think it was 2014. And yeah, it was really struggling with the heat here. It kept sort of shutting itself down. And mine had lost all its keyboards, so I don't know what goes on with these, but I'd lost all my keyboard numbers. So we definitely were in due for some new computers, and now we have to get the softwares to be able to record the videos and edit them and all of that. So thanks so much. And go to the beach.
We'll try to go to the beach a few times.
That's the roaming income girls lifestyle.
It is at the moment.
All right, thanks for watching. And yeah, if you're interested in the plan, just follow the links down below this video. Come onto the wait list so that we can let you know when it opens up again, so you can create some cash flow no matter what the market is doing. We'll also be sharing our strategy for heading into 2024 with anybody who's on our subscriber list as well.
Yes. Good. All right.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Bye.